Jessica Clark. On your side, Zach Wilcox talked with a Jacksonville pediatric specialist to get his take on the issue. He joins us now. And so, Zach, some major retailers have even implemented policies on how much you can buy, right?
Yeah, Jessica, you have CVS and Walgreens. They started limiting customers on buying painkillers and fever reducers for kids. Now, I'll admit, I went to a few stores today and couldn't find any Tylenol or Motrin. Most of what they had was off-brand or similar products. But the pediatrician said his top tip for parents is that there is no need to panic.
I understand the concerns that parents have because we're dealing with those concerns in my own family.
Dr. Jeff Goldhagen with UF Health says plenty of his colleagues and fellow pediatricians have mentioned they've had parent after parent calling with questions about children's medicine. With 2 young grandchildren of his own, when he's not hearing about the supply issues at work, he's fielding questions from his daughter about it at home.
So the first recommendation to parents, don't worry. Second recommendation is use other methods to keep fevers down.
Goldhagen says the lack of medication is more of a comfort issue than a medical risk. He actually recommends cool compresses and warm baths as fever control rather than over-the-counter medications anyway.
Fever is not dangerous. It's the body's natural response to an infection, but for the vast majority of children, it's not dangerous.
The calls we get the most about are children's ibuprofen and Tylenol. Unfortunately, haven't been able to get it in probably a month and a half or so.
Dr. Max McDaniel with East Coast Compounding and Pharmacy says the process of mixing adult medications to make them safe for kids has become a large part of his operation with the recent spike in demand.
To make the dose how it needs to be taken so that the patient's getting what they need. So I definitely think it's a better route than trying to do it yourself if you're not as familiar with it. That way, you know, you're getting the right dose.
Now, one pharmacist I talked with said he actually stocked up on fever reducers when the COVID dose for kids under 5 came out this summer a couple months ago because fevers were one of the symptoms. So he encourages parents check in with their local pharmacies to see if they have any left over on hand. In the studio, Zach Wilcox, First Coast News, on your side.